Good morning to you all, and welcome to this international webinar on the XL-Chem Graduate School of Research. I'm Pierre Renard, professor of chemistry in the University of Rouen, and I will present you the XL-Chem Graduate School of Research. This Graduate School of Research has been created in 2020 in the frame of the Excellency Initiative from the French government, who intended to promote the graduate school model in France in order to have a master PhD continuum on different universities, and each university has a specific topic. And for the University in Normandy, the topic which was chosen it was chemistry. The idea is to link the education and research at the highest level in a dynamic focused on excellence, and to contribute to the international influence and attractiveness of Normandy. Thus, we will be able to have a to create strategic international partnerships and to attract the best student. This Graduate School of Research has thus a strong international dimension, and it associates the university and the French research organization, which is CNRS, the French Organization for Research. And we have also strong links with the economic actors, which will give professional opportunities to the master and PhD students we are involved in the XL-Chem Master of Research and XL-Chem PhD thesis. The objectives of this Graduate School of Research is to strengthen the attractiveness of Normandy, but also to train tomorrow's executive, to make the Normandy region a major European and research center for molecular chemistry, with an internationalization of all the chemistry courses and a setup of framework agreements and double degrees with renowned foreign universities. Right now, we already have a double degree with the University of Florence and University of Montreal. And the different assets we have in Normandy for this internationalization is the national accreditation on management and entrepreneurships for the master student and PhD student. We are offering differently master and PhD curricula with technical and transversal soft skill. And with the help of the international collaborators we have with the three universities in Normandy, we have an international and industrial collaboration framework, which will help us training excellent young researchers. I will show a small video.
The XL-Chem Graduate School of Research has been launched in 2020 in Normandy. This graduate school is a part of the French government initiative of excellence, and the ambition of XL-Chem is to form the chemists of tomorrow by a close association in between training through research and the possibility to have a certified formation in management, all of them in an international environment. This Graduate School of Research will be one of the few Graduate School of Research existing in France in chemistry. There is one in Grenoble and one in Strasbourg. So why chemistry in Normandy? Well, we have to keep in mind that chemistry is one of the strengths of Normandy as far as industry is concerned.
Oregon Industry supports actively the doctoral school XL-Chem. Our facilities are located in Volbec in Seine-Maritime and represent the production and development branch of the pharmaceutical chemistry for the laboratory survey. We are more than 800 employees with more than 60 PhD. We have two major missions. First, the production of 19 active pharmaceutical ingredients for survey. The second, the development of the chemical process for drug candidates and production of clinical bachelor's associates. To achieve those missions, we are working to set up innovative chemical methodologies and technologies like flow chemistry processes, like activation chemistry, atom economy strategy by using organometallic catalysis, process analytic technology, and so on. To meet these challenges, we need talents, experts with high skills in organic chemistry and analytical field. We also need chemists and project managers to lead teams to success. XL-Chem offers a training opportunity towards a double competency, scientific and managerial.
But not only industry. We have in Normandy 2 of the 3 pillars of excellency for academics. One LabEx Synorg, and one Institut Carnot I2C, which is devoted to technology transfer to industry. Thus, this graduate school of research will bring the 3rd pillar of excellency and fulfill the triptych research, training through research, and technology transfer to industry. So one of the originality of this XL-Chem Graduate School of Research is to place the student at the center of this graduate school. The student will be able to choose his own à la carte curriculum among all the courses available in the 3 universities and the 2 engineering schools. In organic synthesis, bioorganic chemistry, polymer science, analytical chemistry, aroma, perfumes, and cosmetics. And to guide him in his choice, the students will be accompanied by a mentor.
The role of the mentor is to be a reference for the student, to understand their professional objective, to help them in the selection of the dedicated courses, for instance, to give support, to prepare the examination, to participate in the personal trainings, to discuss the research program, of course, and to give advice in the management of all the studies. We introduce them also in international laboratories or companies to start a research program during their master degree. XL-Chem is a great program for the student to build their future professional career in the field of chemistry.
XL-Chem master's degree promotes a tailor-made course for each student in chemistry with a tremendous contribution in laboratory experience. As an XL-Chem student, I have fully involved, thanks to my mentor, a concrete project that will open doors for me as well as an international address book. Besides, management courses give me the skills to learn how to lead a team and perform budget management. They also support the development of transversal skills in marketing and human resources. Furthermore, the merit scholarship covers expenses related to travel towards partner universities.
So XL-Chem Master program is based on 3 pillars: courses of excellencies in English, the immersion into an international research project, this research project being led by the mentor and an international partner.
As a complete training, XL-Chem degree offers us an internship at the end of each year. The first year, a 3-month internship with our mentor, and the last year, a 6-month internship abroad. This opportunity is really challenging for me because it will allow me to prove my ability to adapt to a country with another culture and language, which will be a real asset to start my career.
The 3rd pillar are courses of management, and this specific certification of management will help the student to understand from the beginning all the implications of a research project and how to transform this research project into a successful economical story. So XL-Chem PhD program is also in an international framework. The PhD student will have to lead an international collaborative project in collaboration between a French partner and an international partner.
The advantages of the XL-Chem program is to allow to perform joint PhD thesis. In our case, we did it with the University of Southampton in England. because the way things are performed in both sides of the channel are quite different, not only on a scientific perspective, but also on a management perspective, since the supervision is completely different. So in our case, the PhD student will perform 18 months in France and 18 months in UK at the University of Southampton on 2 different topics. So it will allow the PhD student to perform different chemistry in 2 different environments in Normandy and in UK. Everyday life in English or in French is absolutely not the same. So it's a very good integration, not only on a scientific standpoint for the PhD, but also on an everyday life and for future perspective to work as an academic or in the industry.
I wanted to discover new labs, new people, new methods of working. One thing I would say is to at least be at ease with both languages.
Well, when it's across
Oops.
So XL-Chem PhD program is also in an international framework. The PhD
In our case, we did it with the University of Southampton in England, because the way things are performed in both sides of the channel are quite different, not only on a scientific perspective, but also on a management perspective, since the supervision is completely different. So in our case, the PhD student will perform 18 months in France and 18 months in UK at the University of Southampton on 2 different topics. So it will allow the PhD student to perform different chemistry in 2 different environments in Normandy and in UK. Everyday life in English or in French is absolutely not the same. So it's a very good integration, not only on a scientific standpoint for the PhD, but also on an everyday life and for future perspective to work as an academic or in the industry.
I wanted to discover new labs, new people, new methods of working. One thing I would say is to at least be at ease with both languages.
Well, when it's a cross-collaboration like it is at the moment, it gives students the different perspectives of the different regions of the world. So I've had collaborations with Singapore, where the attitude and the way in which they work is very different to the UK. Likewise, there are differences between the French and the UK systems. By understanding that, I think that empowers the student to really understand and appreciate the difficulties and the challenges there are in both environments, and that then helps them, I think, in their future careers to be able to tackle problems associated with, let's say, administration or the way in which people conduct themselves within a work environment.
Together with this international research project, it will have all the required soft skill and management formation required for the success of its future career.
So sorry for this small interruption of the video. So let's go back to the objectives. As you understood, the XL-Chem Graduate School of Research will give education through innovative research, cutting-edge scientific courses, and soft skill and management abilities. And these 3 pillars will give a springboard for the future career of our students in many different fields. For instance, research and development manager in chemical industry, in pharmaceutical industry, in aroma, perfume, and cosmetic industry, all this luxury industry, luxury associated chemistry. The students and the PhD students who are interested in starting a startup will be able also to have a specific formation for startup foundation. The students could be also a research leader, research group in academia, or an analytical manager in all these different fields, and also in petrochemistry, which is a strong chemical industry in Normandy. This training will be made around Normandy, where we have the different laboratories involved in this program. 4 of them in Rouen, 3 of them in Caen, and 1 in Le Havre, which are the 3 towns where the universities are situated. And we will have also 2 engineering schools, 1 in Caen and 1 in Rouen, who are associated to this program. Here you have a small map indicating the different countries where we have international collaborations. So as you can see, well, maybe Russia will not be as strong as it was, but this collaboration and these international partnerships are split around all the continents, and especially very strong links with Canada, and for the formation of strong link also with Italy. We have international partners, so here you have some of them, which are we're going from the small startup. TFChem started as a small startup to big international groups such as Total, Sanofi, or Servier in different fields. The petrochemistry, the aroma perfume industry, L'Oréal also, of course, and for analytical chemistry, and for polymer chemistry here with Cargill. The concept for this graduate school at the master level is to have a first pillar on the knowledge, so science, chemistry course on lecture of excellence, and the formation is made so that the student will choose the chemistry courses and lectures he needs for his future career. And these scientific courses will be accompanied with an original training in entrepreneurship and management in line with the candidate's professional project. And these courses in entrepreneurship and management will be led in the 3 first semester of the master degree, and for the PhD degrees during small weeks when the PhD student will have specific training for startup formation, as I already mentioned, for instance. For the research, the students will be accompanied by 1 mentor per student. The mentor, as you've heard, will guide him in his choices, of course, and supervise an international research project or an industrial research project, so in collaboration with an industry. This research, forming by research, will give an in-depth research training by immersion of the students in an internationally recognized laboratory. And generally, the 3 months M1 internship, the first year, will be made in Normandy, and the second year in the partner labs. And since the students will be in the lab during all the academic years, he will be able, when he has no courses and no lectures, to start the collaborative research project as soon as the beginning of his master curriculum. And of course, we want to have excellent students, and in order to help excellent students coming from abroad or from France or Normandy, an excellency grant of €600 per month will be granted to each XL-Chem student, and approximately €1,000 per month for the Master 2 internship abroad. Depending on the country, the precise amount will not be exactly the same, and of course, traveling will be expenses will be paid through this excellency grant. So, if I sum up the way the 2 master years will be led, as you can see, you will have for each semester core scientific courses in English for the 3 first semesters, and soft skill and management courses, each one being accounting for 1/3 of the training. And the last third will be split in between self-training with innovative methods of training, like inverse courses, for instance, the 2 lab internship in the first and second year, and again in the second year self-training. And for a PhD program, in international internship, shared PhD, and a la carte training for the PhD student in management and PhD communication, any soft skills the PhD students will require for his future career. And once again, lecture by high-level invited scientists. All the partners we have around the world will give lectures each year on his specific topic. And for the future career, so academic research and development or corporate research management, and so on. Let's look at a little bit more in details on the different curriculum you will be able to follow, keeping in mind that you can choose and you can split your formation in between all these curriculum. In Normandy, we have 4 curricula, which are chemistry-based curricula, one in organic synthesis, in 2 of the universities and the 2 engineering schools, NC in Caen and INSA in Rouen. Polymer and biomaterials and eco-material formation in Rouen and inside of Rouen, so for polymer chemistry. Aroma, perfume, and cosmetics is the specialty of Le Havre University. And in Rouen, we also have a specialization in analytic and spectrochemistry, analytic chemistry and spectrochemistry, with the possibility to have really complete formation in the academy, but also in the industry, the split formation. And don't forget that you can choose your portfolio of courses in English in any of these curricula, but also in associated master degrees in Normandy, drug design in master degree in Caen, IMACEL for cell imaging in Rouen, solid state and crystallization in Rouen also, and Eco-Bio-Valo, it's a master formation for the agro industry, which is made in Rouen once again. I will let the lead to 2 of our former XL-Chem master students who are actually right now PhD students. So Charlotte, if you want to give a testimony on your experience.
Yeah, of course. Hello, everybody. So I'm just going to tell quickly what was my experience during the master. So it was a good experience because we have 2 different choice for the organic chemistry class or just our chemistry class. So the good fact is that you can take more classes than that you could expect in a classic master. Also, with the management, you can take knowledge in internship, leadership, and a lot of things that you could not know in a classical master. You could apply that to your future life, or if you want to work in industry, you have a budget to manage and things in this case. With the master, you have to work in laboratory. So with that, you're gonna know what is it to work in a laboratory every day. It's a good thing because you know what you could expect if you do a PhD. you also have a collaboration with your mentor and another professor or doctor in an international laboratory. So it's good because for myself, I was in the University of Montreal, but they speak French, but you know how to deal with another way to work because a North American laboratory didn't work as we do in Europe, or especially in France. So you can know different things because you meet a lot of people. You can assist to different kind of conference that you could make in France. You could also have different knowledge also that you couldn't have, different way of work also. It's very good. And I don't know if I have to talk about that, but also I'm now an XL-Chem PhD student. And it's a great opportunity because I was with my two directors of thesis. One of them was my mentor when I was in master, and the other one was the professor that I was doing my M2 internship. So it's good because you have to know the laboratory, you have to know your director, and you know if you can work or not with them, if you like the project, because I was not on my project, but I was working with someone that have a similar project of the one of my thesis. So I know what it is and what they're doing. So it's a good experience, and I'm pretty sure that if I didn't have made the master, I would have been here, and I would have not known all the things that I know today.
Thank you, Charlotte. And another testimony from Etienne, who has made also his master program in the frame of XL-Chem. And is also now XL-Chem PhD student. Etienne?
Yes, thanks for the introduction. So hi, my name is Etienne, and just like Charlotte, I was part of the first ever promotion of the XL-Chem Masters. And so for my feedback, I would say, well, first of all, just to get this out of the way, I don't think I would have ever been as fulfilled with another master's because of what's been told before. The main point being that it's a training that really brings home the fact that the student is at the center of their education, of their formation, and it really shows. This a la carte lectures really brings home the point that we decide of what we do with our curriculum, basically. And that way it cleaves that idea that you know the student has to go to classes, and instead you're always looking forward to classes because these are classes you've selected. So that's really amazing, and that's only on the studies part. Not even talking about the lab training, which again, as Charlotte just said, I'm now a PhD student as well. And I feel like it really helped me be as comfortable in a lab as I am today. And I really do not think I would have been able to be as comfortable and as efficient as I am right now, 1 month and a half into my PhD, contract, and be as comfortable as I would have been without this formation. So that's really amazing. This lab training really seals the deal. And that's even without talking about the international partnerships and stuff, because I'm kind of a odd subject because because of COVID, I had to find another international location, and I ended up liking it just as much. So I ended up in Denmark for one, and I liked it just as much. And again, if you know how to speak in English, you're basically good everywhere. So this you know, it really helps you be able to train with other people that have a whole other culture, a whole other way of practicing chemistry or other work ethic, basically. And that way you don't get used to one work ethic, because, you know, you never know in which lab and with which people you're going to end up with. So that way you're kind of prepared for any type of situations. And this is really what I think makes, well, to me, what really makes this master's one of a kind, basically. It's that you end up actually prepared for what's to come. You know, you're prepared both professionally with the lab training, you're prepared theoretically with the studies that you've chosen, and you're prepared with the soft skills that we're told about before. So maybe I'm just rambling at this point, but yeah, I really do feel like this master's has it all, basically. It has it all. The only condition for it to work is that you need to put in the effort, basically. You need to want it, basically. You can't let it happen to you. You really need to go for it. Otherwise, I feel like you're not going to be able to grasp every single aspect of the master's. But yeah, that's my feedback.
Thank you, Etienne, for your feedback, and have a nice stay in Australia for the second part of your PhD program. So how could you apply for this master level? You have two possibilities, master 1 or master 2. You can start in the first year and make the 2 years, but you can also start for at the second year. We have approximately 15 students which will be selected for the master 1 and 15 for the master 2. So 10 from the 10 former master 1 student and 5 new students coming from engineering school and other universities. To apply for this kind of program, the year before, so between October and December, for the foreign university outside of Europe, you have to apply through Campus France. And here you have the link where you can find the application process through Campus France. And that's mandatory for most of the countries outside Europe. And as you can see, between October and December, the year before, so that's right now, you have to see exactly how to apply. And then at the same time, between January and March, all these international students and these potential candidates will be pre-selected on their scientific background and then their will to do this master program through a second application, a direct application, and the two of them are mandatory, through the XL-Chem website. In April, between April to May, for French and European students, there is an e-candidate application with this second link here, which you have to make in the 3 universities. It's important to apply through e-candidate for the XL-Chem program in Rouen, Caen, and Le Havre, because maybe you don't know yet which mentor you will choose and which subjects you will choose for the master program. And then by applying in the 3 universities, you will have all the chances to have really the master program you're expecting to have. Between March and July, you will have the recruitment process, so application through e-candidate. The pre-selected candidates will have an audition in English in order to understand exactly why they choose this master and whether they will be able or not to follow all the lectures. And in August, the students and the mentors will be able to meet once, of course, the students will have been selected in order to form a student-mentor pair which will validate the university of registration according to the chosen mentoring subject. Of course, you will choose not only one mentor, but also one of the curricula main curricula you will follow, and the partner you will work with. For the PhD level, so in the international environment, split in between approximately 18 months in France and 18 months abroad. It's depending on the country. Some countries abroad require more than 3 years for a PhD. So it will be 18 months in France and between 18 and 28 months abroad. The PhD thesis will be co-financed by Normandy University, so the University in Normandy, and by the foreign partner. And for the 18 months in France, you will have a French salary, and for the 18 months in the foreign partner country, you will have a salary or a stipend exactly like if you were working in this country. The original training, as I already said, will be made at a shorter time lapse, and it will be approximately one work web formation, which means that if you are abroad, you'll still be able to follow this training. And here we will focus on entrepreneurship, project management, and startup formation. And you will have, of course, access to all the courses offered to the doctoral students via the French doctoral school and the foreign doctoral school you are attached to. Okay, here we are. I think I described the XL-Chem Master and this XL-Chem Graduate School of Research, and I'm ready to answer any of your questions if you have one. So just don't hesitate to turn on your microphone and ask any question. And the stage is yours.
Hello.
Hello.
So I had one question, if you could hear me.
Yes, very well.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to thank you for the presentation and for all the information that you just gave us. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so the question was, if ever we choose to go abroad do we have the possibility to do the first internship abroad in the first year?
Yes, you have the possibility to. I said I think the best way to do that for French students is to make the first internship in France and the second one in the foreign university, because you have to be comfortable with the research project and with the mentor and the environment. So maybe for a French student, it's easier to do the 3 months internship in France and the 6 months internship abroad, but both solutions are possible. And you can even split the different internship, which means 3 months in the foreign university for the 3 months in the first year, and 3 months of the second year internship in France, and 3 months of the second internship in the foreign university. It's totally open. It will depend, of course, on the topic. It will depend on the university. I must say that for the UK universities, we're not able to pay all the fees for the Master 2 internship, but we can afford the 3 months internship. So if you have a collaborative project with an English or a UK university, you will make the first year in England, the first year internship in England, and the second year internship in France.
Okay.
Did I answer your question? Yeah.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. But I have another one if...
Of course. I said the stage is yours.
Okay, thank you. When applying, can we apply to different subjects? Like, can we apply to analysis and polymers? Or
yes, you can mix. That's really the idea. All the master curricula are split in France. For each semester, you have 6 different lectures program, and for the normal students, they do all the 6 of them, and with the practical and so on. And for the XL-Chem students, they can mix up all these different lectures and courses in between the different curricula, which means that if you're interested by a subject which is at the frontier in between polymer chemistry and analytical chemistry, first you talk of that, and you talk of what your project with your mentor, and the mentor and you will find out what kind of topic you need to go in depth as far as formation is concerned, and you will pick up and choose these topics. And the way the curricula are organized, maybe you could not follow at the same time two lecture courses, but if it's not the case, the second one will be filmed, and you will be able to assist to the lecture through specific web lecture.
Okay, so it's
the only thing that at the end you need to have for each semester 10 European credits in management, 10 European credits for the soft skills, for the training by research, and 10 European credits for the lectures and for the training, scientific training. So
okay.
you need at least 10 credits, and you can of course follow more lectures and more courses if you can follow, and if you can cope up with all these lectures. But of course you can follow all one curriculum from the start to the end without the practical, because you will be in the laboratory. But you need 10 credits for each semester. That's the only obligation.
Okay, so if I understood well, when applying, we apply to the XL-Chem master's degree, but not to a certain field. Yes,
exactly, because the field you will follow, and the curriculum, in scientific curriculum you will follow will be yours, the one you will build up with the mentor. Of course, generally, it has been the case up to now for the 3 first promotions. Most of them have chosen either organic chemistry, analytical chemistry, or polymer chemistry, or aroma, perfume, and cosmetics. But for some of them, they pick up another lecture in another university, or one lecture in another curriculum. We didn't have the case where half of the lectures was in one curriculum and the other half in another curriculum, but it's possible. Any other questions? So if not, thank you again for your attending this webinar. It will be available online. It has been registered also, so you will be able, if there's something you didn't understand, you will be able to follow it again. And I hope to see you in Normandy in September for the beginning of next year. Bye-bye.
Kirill, il y avait une dernière question.
There's another question?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I'm Prodromos. I'm a student from Greece. And I would like to ask about the, I didn't understand the application process for European.
So you're European?
Yes.
Thus, you have to apply through eCandidate. So it's a web link from which you can apply to any master curriculum in France. So you choose the curriculum you're interested in, you apply, and you can choose, I think, up to 20 different curricula in French universities. That's between April and May, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yes, April and May. Your application, of course, you have to give your curriculum to your vita during this application. You have to give your the different grades you had for the bachelor degree, and a small letter where you explain why you want to choose the XL-Chem master degree. And once the e-candidate is closed, so e-candidate, I cannot tell you exactly the day in April. Generally, it's mid-April, but depending on the year, it can be April the 13th or April the 20th. So it's in between. And it ends up at the end of mid-May. The different university where you applied will look at your application and say whether you are involved. You can be accepted in this curriculum, or depend on the different curricula, on whether you can. You are accepted for the audition. So some of the curricula require specific audition. That's the case for XL-Chem, and the audition will be made the last half of May.
Okay, so the Campus France is not for. It's for
no, not for you, not for European. Campus France is for the students outside of Europe.
Okay. And
for you, you really need to go to the e-candidate here. So it's a French French university's application process. All is explained in the XL-Chem website. So you can also look at the XL-Chem website. And as for the international students outside Europe, you have to do both applications, because when you apply through XL-Chem, you can, and the XL-Chem team will contact you in order to be sure that you also applied through e-candidate, and help you processing the e-candidate application.
Okay, and the last question, is there any, what kind of level of English degree do we have to?
You have to be able to follow a lecture in English.
Okay.
So that's B1, B2. It's not a C level, so it's not, you have not to be totally fluent in English. But yes, the B1 or B2 when you will have the interview with the XL-Chem formation team, once your candidacy has been accepted through eCandidate, you will have part or maybe all of the interview which will be made in English. Thus, we will have the possibility to have small hints whether you are able to follow and understand the lecture in English. Of course, scientific English is not exactly the same one than I would say the literature English, but you will have to talk about what you've been doing during your previous internship, and you will have thus to share with us your level in English.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. And you will have the links I've given in this slide will be sent to you by mail tomorrow, as well as the procedure and the way to register for this master program. Okay, so have a nice day, and as I previously said, I hope to see you next year. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.